All right, hello, welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. So I hope everyone is doing well. Today is going to be Twin Flames reading. All right, it is Tuesday, so keep in mind I have a schedule for the tarot reading. So if you are new and you're not aware of that, at the bottom of the description box there is the schedule for the week. Today I am going to be doing a bonus read as well after this, so there'll be 2 readings uploaded today. If you guys want to book your own personal reading, all of my information is down below in the description box to book, as well as guided meditations, and I have a twin flame course and a self-love course. Okay, so that's all down below. As I mentioned before, the crystal sets will be available either the end of this week or early next week. Okay, so I'm starting off with just the one set, so we're going to launch the anxiety crystal set and go from there. Okay, but let's jump in. So let's start off twin flames reading. So Spirit, please allow me to be a clear channel here. We're going to start off with the divine masculine. All right, so just in general, what's going on with the divine masculine at this time? Okay, we have lessons, we have nostalgia, and we have the fall card. Okay, all right, so as it stands, the divine masculine is in the process of learning some important lessons, which aren't we all, right? But it could be that maybe they've just learned a really important lesson. Maybe they're turning the page on some sort of chapter in their own life where they're starting to see things clearly. Okay, possibly a lesson where they've had to go through the same experience over and over again, right? So oftentimes when we don't get something the first time, Spirit's going to bring that experience back around to us until we finally get it. So this could be also like the closure of a really important lesson that they've been needing to learn. Okay, there is this nostalgia here, so I do feel like they're looking back at the past and maybe reminiscing on the way things used to be, possibly longing for the past. And I feel like the reason why that's coming up for them is because mentally they're not in the best state. Okay, with the fall card coming through, this is sort of my depression card. It could indicate that there's some significance related to the fall, or that there was like maybe a specific memory in the fall time that they're nostalgic about. But specifically, I'm getting more of a depression energy, or just kind of a not in the happiest space mentally. Okay, so the reason why they're kind of looking back at the past is because they're thinking that maybe the past created more happiness for them. Okay, so still in the process of learning some important lessons, not quite there yet, but turning the page, I do see progress here. Okay, so let's take a look at the divine masculine's energy towards the feminine. Okay, so divine masculine's current energy towards the feminine. What's the divine masculine's current energy towards the feminine? I'm just going to move these over. High Priestess. Definitely third parties here for sure. When I get this combination with the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Wands, there's definitely a third party here. So for those of you who are dealing with a divine masculine, whether you're aware of it or not, there is someone else involved or some sort of third party. Again, third party doesn't have to be a person. Typically it is, but it doesn't have to be. Interesting. Okay. So with the High Priestess coming through here, they're really trying to use their intuition when it comes to the situation. But what's happening is they are involved with a third party situation here. Whether it's one person, multiple people, or like I said, for some of you, maybe it's just a job or something like that. But there is this sort of indecision. Okay, they've recently been triggered here by the Divine Feminine with the Tower coming through here. Let's clarify, why is the Tower here? Yeah, triggered to the point where they're actually feeling a regret. Okay, so something happened recently with the Divine Masculine where they've been triggered into this sort of sense of loss or sense of regret related to the Divine Feminine. So let's just go ahead and clarify it. Okay, some of them I'm getting like a secretive jealousy that you might not know about, but there's like this jealousy that they feel that they've been hiding. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So overall energy for the Divine Masculine towards the Divine Feminine, we have the King of Wands in reverse. So this is definitely the distorted masculine energy. This could be a little bit of control, a little bit of manipulation here, maybe a lot. Okay, I'm just going to throw it out there. Because we're getting, if you notice here, we have counterparts, but both in reverse. So these two cards reversed to me indicates control, manipulation, jealousy, possessiveness, all of this. So this is something that is going through the Divine Masculine's mind. They could be hiding it because we do have the High Priestess here. This is someone who's being secretive. If they are not moving towards you, Divine Feminines, this is because of a third party. Okay, straight out, Three of Cups, Chariot reverse. So if there is someone else involved, or if there is something that's sort of affecting their energy right now, this is why they're not taking any action towards you, because I actually see two cards here of inaction, the Chariot reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They're stuck because of this indecision, but they have been triggered. Something happened where they've been triggered and feeling this regret, but I don't see them moving out of this energy of like manipulation. Okay, let's take a look at their emotions here. Right, how does the Divine Masculine currently feel about the Divine Feminine? How does the Divine Masculine currently feel? Okay, disappointed. Okay, let's clarify. Why is disappointed here, Spirit? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. So Divine Feminines, yeah. If you are not giving to your Divine Masculine, this is causing them to feel really disappointed by the situation. Some of them feel like you're kind of slipping away. Like if you notice here, this guy's losing a hold of the balloon here. It's like at one point he had this and now it's slipping away. So a lot of them could feel like you're slipping away. They might have felt like you had this, like, you had your energy and focus and love on them, and with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, you could no longer be giving to them for whatever reason that may be. But this is what they're disappointed by. Okay, so that nostalgia, they could be longing for the past when you were more giving towards the situation, because they are feeling that sort of, that energy of withdraw, okay? Let's see, so what are their current intentions? What are their current intentions with the Divine Feminine, Spirit? What are their current intentions? Yeah, I'm getting a depression, guys. Like I said, we have the Fall card here, and then the Moon in reverse. This is my depression card. So it's almost like their intentions are to just stay in this sort of depressed energy right now. Okay, this is someone who's staying in a dark place, who's almost not ready or just not willing to confront their shadows. Because it's almost like in order for the Divine Masculine to come towards the Divine Feminine, they would need to face their shadow side. They would need to address their fears. And so what they're doing is almost hiding in the shadows, not wanting to face that, ignoring it. And when we ignore or we suppress our pain, we end up depressed, right? So there's kind of this energy of avoidance is what I'm seeing. It could be avoiding the feminine, but it could also be avoiding the feminine within themselves, where they're not ready to face those emotions because they could be too painful. Okay, so that's what I'm getting in terms of their intentions. But let's take a look at their message for the Divine Feminine. So what's the Divine Masculine message for the Divine Feminine, Spirit? What's the Divine Masculine's message? Yeah, see, exactly what I was just saying, okay? So let me explain. So we'll start off with this. We have I love you, okay? So for those of you who are curious or who are wondering, especially if maybe there's been some time or maybe your Divine Masculine hasn't been the kindest to you, we do have I love you here, okay? We also have I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. And that's what I was saying here. They've been triggered into this feeling of regret, okay? Five of Cups. The other thing that I was just saying with this card about disappointed, they feel like you're slipping away. Here we go. I can feel you pulling away. Have you moved on? Okay, exactly. So like I said, guys, Divine Feminines, if you have sort of pulled back your energy, if you're not giving to the situation anymore, they can feel that energetically, and they do feel like you are slipping away. They're disappointed, they're let down, but I think a lot of them are just disappointed in themselves because we have this regret card here. So I don't think they're blaming the Divine Feminine for what has happened. I think they're almost aware that they have played an important role in this, and they are wanting you to know that they do love you, okay? All right, so that's the Divine Masculine. Let's take a look at the Divine Feminine. All right, so here, what's going on with the Divine Feminine at this time? What's going on with the Divine Feminine at this time? what's going on with the Divine Feminine at this time, Spirit? Okay, we have balancing the scales. We have fear. Ooh, okay, so we have bound. We got some heavy energy, Divine Feminine. So I do feel with this balancing the scales, a lot of you are trying to find your internal balance, or within the connection, you're really trying to find that balance of equal give and take. However, there's a lot of fear coming up for you, and especially with this bound card here. So this definitely indicates that there's still some heavy attachment going on, possibly some codependency, some attachment trauma, all of that. So there is a heavy energy here, Divine Feminine. So let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at your energy towards the Divine Masculine. But I just feel like a lot of you Divine Feminines are fighting your own demons right now. Okay, with that fear in the bound card. Okay. So what's the Divine Feminine's energy towards the Divine Masculine, Spirit? What's the Divine Feminine's energy towards the Divine Masculine? What do we see here? Yeah, the Five of Swords. Hierophant, Nine of Cups, Page of Cups reversed. Why is the Five of Swords here? We've had the Tower out for both of you guys. Keep in mind these are different decks. Okay, yeah, so for a lot of you, I do feel like you're taking a period of rest from the Divine Masculine, or with the Four of Swords, maybe there's been silence or separation between the two of you, okay? Four of Swords being the overall energy. There could be this stagnation or pause here, okay? There is a sense of betrayal related to the Divine Masculine that you are healing from, okay? So I feel like there was a missed opportunity here that you feel you had with the Divine Masculine, where there was some sort of sense of deception or betrayal. But I do see with the Temperance card coming through is that you're starting to heal from this, okay? You are wanting some form of commitment, because we do have the Hierophant coming here with coming through here with the Magician. So for the Divine Feminines who are watching, I see this energy where you're thinking about manifesting, or you're hoping to manifest some sort of commitment, okay? So it looks like this is still a wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, it's like this is something that you're wanting, but you're also fearing it at the same time. Okay, the Tower in reverse, it's like this energy of wanting something, but also having this sort of internal fear. Could be expecting the worst case scenario, or just kind of having this this internal fear, okay? Because I'm going to clarify these after, but I'm also seeing this here, okay? Some of you might be waiting for an apology from your Divine Masculine as well. So like I said, if there was some sort of I'm just going to move this over to the side here. If there was some sort of deception in the past, Five of Swords, a lot of you might be waiting for, the Wheel of Fortune is a card of waiting, timing. You might be waiting for an apology here, okay? I can't remember which way that was. Okay, so let's take a look at fear. Okay, why is the fear card coming through here for Divine Feminine, Spirit? Why is fear here for Divine Feminine? The Ace of Swords. A lot of you are fearing the truth, okay? A lot of you might know the truth about something, whether it's related to yourself or the Divine Masculine, but it's almost like you're fearing the truth. So because even the Tower can talk about, when it's upright, it can talk about having some sort of clarity. So it's like where maybe you didn't know something, Tower happens, now you see it clearly. So a lot of you guys are almost, it's actually interesting because both you and the Divine Masculine are sort of avoiding something. I feel like the Divine Masculine is avoiding having to face their shadow, and for you Divine Feminines, you're almost fearing the truth. So whether it's the truth of like a pattern within yourself that you're not ready to look at, or maybe it's the truth of your Divine Masculine. Maybe some of you guys are in denial about this situation. Why is bound here? Why is bound here? Yeah, so you're bound to this concept or this idea of union or commitment, but to the point where you're not even fulfilled right now. So whatever situation you have yourself in, it's not fulfilling. You don't feel connected, you don't feel fulfilled, but you're bound to this idea of commitment. Okay, so keep that in mind, Divine Feminines, because that's what it's saying here that you're bound to, is the Four of Wands. Like either it's like wanting commitment or bound to the idea of some sort of union. Not to say that you can't have a union, but I'm just saying that anytime there's an attachment to anything, Doesn't matter whether it's a twin flame connection or anything in life. Anytime there's an attachment to something, it actually energetically repels it, right? So it's like the more you need something, the less it comes to you. Okay, so I think that's something that needs to be released here for those divine feminines who are resonating with this reading right now. Let's pull a mixed emotion here. So divine feminine's energy. How is the divine feminine feeling about the divine masculine? How does divine feminine feel about the divine masculine here? Okay, so we have encouraged. Okay, so a lot of you, let's clarify why is encouraged here. The Eight of Swords, which is the opposite of being encouraged. How you're feeling. The Eight of Swords is a card of feeling powerless. The encouraged card, a lot of you might feel that you would need a lot of encouragement to be able to move forward when it comes to this connection, or a lot of you feel like you would need the support of your divine masculine in order to move forward. Okay, so a lot of you have some self-limiting beliefs, and it's like you're only allowing yourselves to move forward when you get that encouragement from your divine masculine. Does that make sense? So this is about finding that inherent sort of power where you're able to propel yourself forward. You're able to be the one who sort of encourages yourself to move forward, because a lot of you have these self-limiting beliefs that you're staying restricted, and it's like the only time you want to move forward, or the only time you have this sort of energy, is when your divine masculine is either there validating you, or you're getting something from the divine masculine. Okay, so keep that in mind, and that goes back to the bound card, right? So when we're bound to something, it's like we need that thing in order to be happy, or in order to sort of move forward. So there's this energy of almost feeling like you may need the divine masculine in order to have this sort of confidence or energy to move forward, because there's still some self-limiting beliefs coming through here. It's something that needs to be generated from within. Okay, so let's see what the current blockage is related to the connection. Alright, Spirit, so what is the current blockage related to this twin flame connection? What is the current blockage related to this twin flame connection? For those who are resonating with this, reading, what's the current blockage? Yeah, like I said, okay, so we have self-worth. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. When we haven't cultivated that within ourselves, we can have a lot of self-limiting beliefs, and oftentimes we won't go after our dreams, or we won't feel like a sense of like confidence within ourselves unless someone's there validating us or pushing us. So a lot of you might feel like the only way you can kind of move forward is if you have the support of your divine masculine, but you're needing to realize that you have that within you. Okay, so both of you guys are needing to work on your self-worth. There's also some blockages related to the sacral chakra. So if you're wondering what's blocking your connection right now, it's really just working on self-worth, and this is about both of you guys cultivating this. Okay, it's like knowing your inherent worth without needing someone else to tell you it. Clarify self-worth here, Spirit. Clarify self-worth. Yeah, okay, the Queen of Pentacles. And this is also just about being, it's like being nurturing towards yourself, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, this is about, if you're wondering, like, how can I build my self-worth? Well, it's about being that nurturing figure for yourself. I'm also hearing nurturing your inner child, because I'm seeing this little child here as well. And this Queen of Pentacles to me feels like a motherly figure. So it could be like nurturing your inner child is the route to self-worth. Okay, I do talk about that in the Become a Love Magnet course that I have available, because I do feel like self-love is something that's so important across the board, and the inner child work is so key and so pivotal. Okay, because this is something that's blocking love and blocking the connection for you guys. Okay, so let's see what the final advice for you is. So for divine feminines who are watching, this could be for divine masculine as well. I'm just going to give an overall advice for the connection. Okay, if this is resonating with you. Sorry, I think I just moved the camera. Alright, if this is resonating, what's the advice here, Spirit, for those? Wow, okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, and this card specifically is actually really nice. So this is romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Yeah, so I definitely get the sense that this is telling me that there is still this strong romantic connection that you have with this person, and there is a possibility to have sort of a committed relationship with them and to feel that feeling of being swept off your feet. But you're needing to work on your own self-worth, self-love. Any blockages that you and the Divine Masculine both have within yourselves needs to be addressed first. But it's telling you that both of you have this potential to experience this, okay? Because it is something that both of you do feel and something that both of you do want. It's just about moving through those barriers and those blockages, okay? And if you guys are interested, I do have a Twin Flame course. It's a mini course. If you are a Divine Feminine, you can use the promo code Divine Feminine and get $10 off the course. If you're interested, the link for that will be down below, but you can go to my website and hit online courses. There's a button there for that. But I recommend that if you're kind of wondering how to navigate the journey and sort of how it works. Okay, so anyways, that's what I have for you guys. So I do truly hope that this reading was helpful. If you want to book something personal, my information is down below in the description box. But I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I wish you all of the best on your journey. Take care.